before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get Cashback, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I'm going to talk to you about an article I came across that talks about Georgia and their unemployment situation. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what the reports with all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you'd like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time utilizing your vehicle, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a car, you don't want to use your own, click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below, and you can use the Hire Car along with the Wealth Dasher and still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. If you'd like to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below, then click Sign Up. If you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the Cashback link in the description below. And if you would like to earn with Walmart Spark, click the Spark Driver Wealth link in the description below. Let's get into this Georgia unemployment article because it sounds crazy to me, but apparently there's something going on. It's kind of something similar that I spoke about in the previous video with Florida and their unemployment. All right, here we go. Here it says, Georgia overpaid $84 million in unemployment. Now they want it back. Believe that? They want their money back, y'all. CBS 46 investigation found since the start of the pandemic, Georgia overpaid $84 million worth of unemployment benefits. All right. So this was going on, y'all. This was happening out here in these unemployment streets. Ever since the pandemic ended, now they want this money back. Now, again, there's a lot of people who have been frauding the government on many aspects. I mean, I did several videos about people getting fake unemployment. They getting fake SNAP benefits. They're getting bogus PPP and EIDL funds and all types of crazy stuff they're doing. So I get it. You want to catch the people that's messing up. Again, I spoke about this in the previous video. I told you I got a call from DEO the other day, from Florida Department of Economic Opportunity Unemployment the other day for the PUA. I got a call and they did a whole rundown. We was on the phone for about 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to get you, and they gonna find the ones that don't supposed to get it, that wasn't supposed to get it, I should say. Anyway, thousands of Georgians who receive unemployment benefits during the pandemic are being told they have to pay some of that money back. According to the Georgia Department of Labor, it's because these people were overpaid. It may have been their own fault. It may have been their employer's fault. But now they're receiving notices telling them to pay up. If you're one of these people, CBS 46 investigates learned there are 2 ways you may be able to get off the hook: file an appeal or submit an overpayment waiver. I didn't try to cheat the system. Leslie Renee Brennan shows CBS 46 investigative reporter Rachel Polanski letter after letter from the Georgia Department of Labor. All of them say the same thing. She was paid during a period of disqualification, and now she owes the state more than $10,000. See, I'm trying to wonder, was that the call I got yesterday? Remember, I told you I was on the phone for about 30 minutes. Go ahead and check out the video about Florida DEO PUA update. Check that video out. Because I got the call and they was on the phone with me for like about 30 minutes running it down. I mean, they was asking question after question, going over the whole questionnaire again, and they were just asking, when did I start? When did it end? What was the reasons? They were just going through it. All right. So they try to get that money back. They trying to find out who cheated the system, whatever the case. How could they have let it get to that point? Brennan asked as she fought back tears. I don't understand what happened. Brennan, who lives in Griffin, worked part-time at Columbia Sports Sport in Locust Grove when the pandemic hit. and the store temporarily shut down. My total overpayment balance is $10,820. Dang. Woo! Her overpayment is $10,820. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for some money that's supposed to have been free because you was out of work. And now you got to pay that back. That's outrageous. She applied and was approved for unemployment benefits, and she thought that was that until the overpayment notices began arriving in her mailbox. I did everything right. I didn't try to cheat the system. She's not alone. Other Georgians have taken to Facebook to voice their concerns, like Scott M., who wrote, "Now the DOL says we owe $9K. And Don A. wrote, "I'm going through the same thing, and my payments are close to $700 a month." Dang. Man. Like I said, they put me through adjudication, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I really don't know. But, I mean, I didn't change anything. I told them exactly what was what we're here in Florida. So, I mean, hey. Georgia DOL weighs in. A CBS 46 investigation found that the state overpaid $84 million worth of unemployment benefits since the start of the pandemic. Now, the Deputy General Counsel for the Georgia Department of Labor says they're working to recover some of that money. Under federal and state law, if you receive benefits you're not entitled to receive under the law, that technically is an overpayment. We are required when someone receives benefits they're not entitled to receive to establish an overpayment and collect that amount. So far, the Georgia Department of Labor has recovered or gotten back roughly 45%, totaling $38 million. Dang, okay, people are paying that money back? Yeah, we was going to have a little conversation about that. You asked me $10,000 or $9,000? I might be going through it soon. I don't know. Like I said, I just got the call the other day. So, I mean, and everybody in Florida and everywhere else, wherever else you live, when you're watching this video and you receive unemployment, PPP, if you receive any of the assistance during the pandemic, look out for the phone calls and the letters. That's all I can say. Look out for the phone calls and letters. But how did this happen in the first place? Babcock says a number of mistakes can trigger overpayment of unemployment benefits, from reporting your earnings incorrectly to a simple misspelling on your application. During the pandemic, with the increased volume of claims, that also resulted in increased number of overpayments. In the way the system was structured in the beginning, we were required to pay them based on their self-certification that they did have a job or business or earnings. We had to pay before we could verify any of that information was correct, so obviously that led to a lot of fraud. Yeah, apparently I know about that. You know, we had a whole lot of that out here, and I've been doing story about that. There was also an unprecedented number of claims submitted. Georgia Department of Labor processed 5.2 million unemployment claims since March 2020. What now? File an appeal or submit an overpayment waiver. If you received an overpayment notice, you do have options. You can file an appeal or submit an overpayment waiver. Babcock says the waiver is your best option if no fraud is involved and you're not at fault. We're doing our best to provide a solution, and we believe this does provide that solution, Babcock said. You look at these all on a case-by-case basis. Right now, the state has waived $289,000 overpayment dollars. Babcock expects that amount will rise as more people file overpayment waivers. As for Brandon, she says she's not responsible for the state's hasty rollout of unemployment funds, and she doesn't think it's fair she's being asked to return the money. We're determining whether you were overpaid or not, Babcock said. The waiver process is where we can determine fairness. Georgia Department of Labor reiterates that you should not ignore overpayment notices. That will not make them go away. They will exist like any other debt unless you pay, file an appeal, or submit an overpayment waiver. That's true. Whenever you see something going on and it doesn't look right, always respond to it. Give them a phone call. Find out what's what. Now, if they don't respond to you, do it again. If they don't respond to you, that's on them. But as long as you did your part and you went ahead and you responded and you tried to get an answer or a solution and they didn't follow up with you, that's on them. Again, it's the government. They can always spin it any kind of way they want. But as long as you know that you've been trying, you've been in contact, you've been trying to access them so y'all can get it squared away, then hey, you know, we can't do anything about that. And record it. A lot of my interactions I recorded, as y'all know, because I did videos while I was on a phone call with Florida DEO. So I record this stuff. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's what's going on with Georgia, and apparently that's going on with a lot of states. That there was a lot of overpayment, there's a lot of fraud, and they're trying to get to the bottom of it. All right. So anyway, hope this information helped you out. Let us know if you got contacted by unemployment in your state, or if you're in Florida, the DEO contact you, had a phone call with somebody with a thick accent, or anybody for that matter. All right. Thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle, or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the Cashback link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.